Hi everybody! This is our coffee and cards class. Let me see if I can zoom in. From our Wednesdays. Make sure you join us. If you're in person, great. If not, you can join us virtually right here at gettingcraftystampin.com. See this card making tutorial now. Hi guys, this is Jamie with gettingcraftystampin.com. So we're going to create a really fun and kind of psychedelic tie-dyed lace card. So this is a really simple card, surprisingly enough. This was a card that we originally designed for the class at the Ragamuffin Coffee House. Every Wednesday we get together and we drink coffee and tea and we have fun connecting. And there was some fun changes that people made on it where they added some glimmer to different places. Then they didn't do the glittery Bermuda Bay free celebration glitter paper. So I was going to show you a couple of little alternatives that you can do and show you how it works. So this is our Delicate Details free Stampin' Up! Stamp set. It's available right now for a limited time. You can see more on my blog at gettingcraftystampin.com. And we are going to also use the Birthday Bright stamp set from the Occasions catalog, available now until June of 2017. You can see it right on my catalog, my blog as well at gettingcraftystampin.com. We'll be using Bermuda Bay cardstock right here. We'll be using Bermuda Bay glimmer paper. Seriously, look at that pretty glitter. Isn't that just too yummy? And then we'll be using the Cupcakes and Carousels Vintage Designer Series paper pack. It's 6x6. It's really beautiful. It's double-sided. So look at this great collection, right? Super gorgeous, vintage, retro, but cool and modern. You can't help but love it. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so what we're going to do is create this cool tie-dyed lace. So this is our So Delicate Details, and we're going to use the black archival ink pad, and we're going to pat up and ink up the photopolymer stamp set. Because it's photopolymer, you need a piercing pad underneath to give it a good resolution. So then we're going to place it through. The benefit to having photopolymer is that it's clear all the way through. I'm going to give it a nice firm push. You want to make sure, especially with a large punch, I never recommend rocking like that, but you recommend with a big stamp set that you have some really pretty lace that you do that. It's simple and beautiful on its own. It comes with a variety of 5 different lace designs, so you can see that there, hopefully, and it comes out really pretty like that. And then we're going to watercolor it with our aqua pens right here, and we're going to use a couple different ink pads. So what we're going to do is, hold on one second. Okay, so we're going to aqua paint watercolor using the water-filled aqua painters. You get 2 to a pack, which is really great. And this is our Calypso Coral ink pad. You're going to squeeze the pad just like so, and it's going to create a palette of ink. Look at that lush. And this is actually going to protect your stamp pad from taking on like splotches by using the watercoloring. Oh, that's getting all wonked out. Okay. And then we're going to use Bermuda Bay and So Saffron. Always, always, always start with the lightest color first. So using the aqua painter, I always keep a napkin around so that I can brush off in between each color, right? You can see a little bit of that work here. And then we're going to take and just add some water to this. So let me show you real quick. Just like that. I'm going to kind of dilute it. I want it to be soft. And then we're going to watercolor. Are you ready? I'm going to be random. So I'm going to come in and kind of go like that. And I am going to, you can hear my kids in the background. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to watercolor. I just had a little talk with my kids saying, shh. Like I didn't tell them already, right? And because it's a non-watercolor paper, it's just the regular Whisper White, it's going to curl just a little bit. You'll see that. It'll get soft. It'll continue to soften as you go. So there's my So Saffron, and then I'm going to wipe off the color in between just so you have a clean bristle. Because it's nylon, it makes it easy to do. And now you're going to take into the Calypso Coral, and you're going to do just like that. You're going to get a palette of ink, and you're going to soften that look. And we're going to come in and we're going to kind of blend it a little bit and get to the corners there. You want a nice variety. It's fun to create something bold and bright and tie-dye-y and something that's sure to brighten somebody's day. I have a lot of friends back east and they are buried in the snow. And so we are getting snow in the mountains out here, but it's really rain in California. And I'm going to carry that color. There is no right or wrong. It is so funny. You will see some of the pictures I post that there'll be a large variety depending on what person using, how they use their pen. Some people use the top, which will create a thin, sharp line. I like to use the flat side, just like that. And you can just kind of morph it. Again, I'm going to go in and make sure it's clear here. And I'm going to use the Bermuda Bay. This is a very simple card. And I love that, but it's so vibrant. If you don't know it, I'm a mom of 6, and my 4 youngest are home right now with 2 of their friends, and I decided to video because I don't have any other time. Oh, isn't that lovely? You're thinking, girl, when do you have any time? That's the question. I am blessed. My children, I have a season with them, and I'm trying what I can to keep my sanity in theirs. So there's really no right or wrong. I want to show you how pretty that is. It's really easy to take it up a notch too. Again, I'm going to clear my paintbrush even though I just did a little squeeze. I don't think I'll be using it right away to do more of these colors, but I always want a clean paintbrush for the next use so that I don't forget and paint on pink when I'm doing a blue card or something to that effect, right? So then we have this, I'm going to let it dry for just a second. And this is using the Cupcakes and Carousel Designer Series paper. We have this beautiful pattern on one side. Can you see it? And then we have this other beautiful pattern on the other. And because the paper is double-sided, you have a broad variety of how that paper will look. Isn't that great? And on each side, the swirls and the patterns. This is a beautiful collection of paper. And we're going to place it on a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock. And we're going to use a bone folder to crisp the edge. And we do this every Wednesday. We do a fun card making and crafting. Sorry, that was me squishing the paper. And I'm going to do a little fold. You don't have to press really hard. You don't need to do it on the Pierce pad. I just happen to have my Pierce pad there. And then here, we're going to use the Clear Wink of Stella. And we're going to just highlight the lace line. Just a little zhuzh. And it's nice that you can add it up and up and up if you want, or just don't even do that. We are going to add that really brilliant butterfly, but some of the girls don't necessarily like butterflies. So I released butterflies at my wedding, and so for me, a little bit of glitter and a lot of butterflies is a fun thing to do. It was really a beautiful and sad story. Some of our family members put their purses on the butterfly box not knowing what it was because they're Italian, and some of them didn't read the boxes. Some of them, it just wasn't their thing, and so they squished some of our butterflies. Okay, so you can see this is the Celebrate that we're going to use from that great stamp set, the Birthday Brights, is that what it is? Birthday Bright. And here I actually followed the line of the banner. Oops, right there you go. The banner, and here I just kind of stamped randomly. So always work backwards. So what I mean by that is this. You're going to use the triple banner punch. Open that up. Sorry, gang, I'm going to have to go through and edit this. I was interrupted by a couple phone calls. Anyway, we are going to be doing the Celebrate from the Birthday Bright, and we're going to do it on this beautiful Cupcakes and Carousel. We're going to use, this is the trick. If you want to find the proper placement for your strip, this here is a 3" by 1", like that. And you can stamp on either side. So your Create can follow the line of the image, or it can go on the other side. But you're going to want to punch it first. So this does 1", 1.5", and 2". So you go like this. If you want to look on the back, you can to make sure it's centered. Like that. Mine might be off just a smidge because I was trimming it really fast for class today. So there's a great ways you can look here and see the difference. And you can see how you want that to look. Hopefully that focuses in pretty well. There you go. And we're going to, on this one, we're going to follow the line of the banner. And just like this, we're going to use the black Archival ink pad again. And we're using photopolymer, so you need that Pierce pad underneath. Remember, the photopolymer is not rubber, so it doesn't bounce. Look at how sweet is that? Now we're going to use the end of the bone folder, and we're going to do a little roll. We're going to roll the edge just like that, And just like this, that's going to give a peekaboo of the back material. And you can do the other side, but I'm not really too worried about it. You can do a little manipulation of the paper. It's really pretty. And then we're going to take our butterfly punch and our beautiful blue glimmer. Seriously, can you just see? I'm going to see if I can focus that. Hallelujah. I love it. Okay, we're going to watch it fly. There you go. Okay, so once you've punched it out, yes, it will fly up like that. So be careful because it lands in the darndest of places. You'll have these great glimmer paper here. I actually like to take little shapes and die cut them and put it and save them for later. So you can make a whole box of this. Don't waste this beautiful paper. It's free right now for a very limited time. So now we have this great little card. We're going to put it together. We're going to use our Fast Fuse adhesive and our Stampin' Dimensional adhesive. If you don't have Fast Fuse, you can use Snail. Let me see here real quick. I was grabbing my adhesive. I thought I had it out, but I'm not perfect. Shh, don't tell my family. Okay, so you can see it's a little warped from being watery. So then I'm going to use along the sides, check mark. You're going to go down, and this is more than I usually do, but when it's watercoloring, it will curl like that. Checky, checky, checky. Always, always, always double check your card's opening the right way. So you can have fun with how this lays in the middle or to the side. Just put it down. And that yummy wink of Stella really ties all that glitter into it. Can you see that? So pretty. And it's tie-dye. It's bold. It's beautiful. Okay, so then we're going to take here the end of this designer series paper, just the end of it. And I'm going to place it kind of like that. You can see it actually takes on the effect of the lace. Isn't that great? And then we're going to use our Stampin' Dimensional adhesives. Those are little puffies, like so. And I put it on the back of my butterfly. Remove the paper and put it in my little trash can. You're like, too much info, Jamie. Okie dokie. And just like that. Boom. You have a really pretty, vintagey, sparkly, tie-dye laced hand stamped card. So if you have any questions, see me at GettinCraftyStampin.com. I hope you enjoyed grabbing your coffee or tea and joining me virtually or in person. This is great because those girls that come and join us in person enjoy seeing the tutorial afterwards. And join us on our blog at GettinCraftyStampin.com. Remember, you can shop with me anytime. I really appreciate it. You're taking me one step closer to Alaska. But you can see me at GettinCraftyStampin.com. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.